Hello, it's the Friday Talkie. Okay, first thing, I was going to talk about this last week but decided not to because I didn't want to get into a big negative thing, and I think at that time I probably would have. Some of you might be aware there's been a bit of a backlash, shall we say, against the big three in the retro gaming community, and I'm talking about PeteDorr, HappyConsoleGamer and Games381. There have been a number of people who put out videos basically saying bad things about these guys, like they're not really part of the community, they don't do shout-outs, they ignore the little people, they don't answer their comments, and blah. And then last week, Trouble8385 picked up on this and started a discussion on it. I said my piece there, briefly. And I was going to talk at length about how I felt about that here, but I'm now not going to. Because Trouble8385 has, it's obviously got to him, and he's done a fantastic video today, last night, this morning, something on the subject, basically what he thinks, and what he has said is basically exactly what I think. So I guess really what I want to say is, yes, go see that. I think he says it far better and more calmly, I think, than I would have if I'd have gone to any length about it. Ultimately, I want to express my support for the big three. I don't even watch PeteDorr's stuff, it doesn't interest me. But it really bothers me to see people knocking him like that. And Games381 is a great guy. You know, he's supported me from right from the start. Half of the subscribers I have because of John. And, you know, HappyConsoleGamer, he's not someone I've ever had a conversation with, but I find him entertaining. And to see people knocking these guys like that, I find it bewildering and actually quite upsetting. I think it's just wrong. But like I say, go see what Trouble8385 had to say on the matter, because what he says is what I think at the end of the day, and I think it's good to go and see his channel anyway, because he does a very, very good channel, basically what's going on in the community, and he's very level-headed, and he doesn't shy away from the tough topics, but without getting carried away, as I can do sometimes. So I'm really glad that he did that video. I'll put a link down there. Okay, that was actually going to be my main topic today, but then of course Trouble8385 did his video, and so you left me without a topic, damn it. So what else am I going to talk about today? PS3. You may be aware, if you read the gaming news, excuse me, I still haven't got rid of the cough that came with the flu. Actually, I had it before the flu, and I've still got it now. Yes, gaming news. PS3 has been hacked, well and truly. I mean, you're probably aware of these things, like that there's been a USB key that could disable the security on it and blah, and other things. But now hackers have discovered the root key. I am not into hacking, and I don't know the ins and outs of how these things work, but basically it means the security of the PS3 has been blown wide open. There is already custom firmware you can put on, you know, alternative operating systems and run, well, it's not so much run unsigned software as you can sign your own software, if I understand correctly. And I read this with some interest, because I'm not actually sure what kind of stance I take on that. It means there can be pirate software circulating, and I'm not actually in favour of pirate software, certainly not on current hardware. I know how badly it crippled the Amiga, that piracy was rife back in the day, but now I will use downloaded software on my Amiga because no one is losing any money from it now. You know, you can buy the games on eBay, but the only person making the money from selling that is the person selling it, not the publisher, not the developer. So I have no qualms about that. But on a current system, I am pretty uncomfortable with it. It's done a lot of harm to the PSP. But I mean, saying that, and this is what someone else said, the PS2 was cracked years ago. You could run unsigned stuff on it. I don't know if they chip it or whatever. I've never had a chipped console. And well, look at that. They're still selling it after umpteen billion sales. It's still going. So it can't have done much harm there. I don't know. I don't think that's a valid argument. But I guess what they're saying is it won't kill the hardware. It won't kill the console. Maybe true. But let's be honest, there's not much good software coming out on the PS2 now. Would there have been more without piracy? How much will it harm the PS3? I'm not sure. I'm uncomfortable with that aspect of it, but on the other hand as well, kind of pro cracked hardware blah, I was really pissed off with Sony when they removed the ability to install Linux. I never had Linux installed. But I just think all those people, and there were a lot, scientists in fact, bought PS3s because of the ability to run Linux and have like a really powerful CPU, and they'd network them and basically have a cheap supercomputer, and all of a sudden if you wanted to keep your firmware updated, bam, that facility was gone. And it really pissed me off when Sony did that. I like the ability to run a second operating system. I like the ability to run homebrew. I've got two PSPs. One of them is absolutely standard and I play games on it that I buy. And I've got another one that it's got the custom firmware on it. It has the ability to play pirated software. I don't. I use it for emulators. I think it's absolutely great. Just to be able to play all these different systems in a little handheld. Would I want that in a PS3? Don't know really. I think I would like the ability, I would like the choice, and certainly this hack would enable that. I personally will not be using this hack. I won't be doing it. I value the integrity of my system. I suspect Sony, apparently they're not going to be able to fix this hack like they have in the past with a firmware update. It is so blown wide open, the only way they could block it is with a is with a hardware alteration. So that won't be happening. But I could see them doing it so that people who have got altered firmware, hacked firmware, whatever, will be blocked from the PlayStation network, and that is a big deal. If you play online gaming, to be blocked from that would, yeah, that would ruin your day really. I have read that that won't be possible. They won't be able to detect whether it's hacked or not. Well, I don't really believe that's the case. I think they would be able to hack it. This is purely my opinion and purely speculation, so you know, I may be entirely wrong, but it's, yeah, I won't be hacking mine. But what are your thoughts on it? Is this hack a good thing? I actually think it is a good thing. I'm pro-choice on a great many things. I like the idea that if I wanted to, I could use that hack. I'm not going to, but I like that I have the choice. I dislike how Sony took away the choice of having a second operating system. That pissed me off. But I'm not pro-piracy, I have to say. Not on current modern systems that are still being developed for. That's my thoughts. Yes, what are yours? Now, shout out time. Let me turn this thing around. Right then, today's shout out, Acorn Electron TV. It does exactly what it says on the, well, there's no tin, is there, in the title. Acorn Electron. This is a fairly new channel, I believe. Let's have a look. December 23rd, 2010. Yes, very new. 18 subscribers. If you like the Acorn Electron, and I do, this is a great channel. In the few weeks that it's been going, he has put up 10 videos, and what he's doing here, 5 games in 5 minutes. He just does quick fire reviews of 5 games, and in a very clear and concise and enthusiastic manner that is absolutely entertaining. It tells you everything you need to know about that game. Is it good? Is it bad? What are its quirks? In clear, concise, to the point, and a very light and refreshing manner, and I really enjoy watching. What information do we have? Not much. Age 32, started December 23rd, UK. Yeah, some of you are aware of the channel already. Totally recommend checking that out. If you like your Electron games, or if you want to see, if you're I don't know, not English, not familiar with the Electron, and want to see what a quirky English 8-bit computer that you've never seen over in the US or Canada or Australia. Did it get into Australia? I don't know. Yeah, if you want to see what really quirky British gaming was like back in the 8-bit day, this is the place to come and look, because it's what you'll find here. It's great. Check him out. Okay then, closing comments. Going to be doing a feature on the Virtual Boy very soon. I've been planning to do it for ages, and a whole load of other pieces of hardware as well. So I think it's time I pulled my finger out and did that. So expect that next week, or even this weekend, sometime like that. It's probably going to be next week. I'm also umming and ahhing about doing a full review of Gran Turismo 5. As I said in my recent video, it has been done to hell. So, do I really need to do one? No. Do I want to do one? Maybe, because I think some of the things I said in that recent video of mine were, well, no, they were absolutely unbalanced and extremely biased, and there's the trick, I am really biased about Gran Turismo. I love it, so you won't get a balanced view. So should I be reviewing it? Don't know, but I think I'm probably going to anyway. I'll just fill it with disclaimers like, you probably shouldn't listen to me. Something like that. Have I got so? I'm sure I had something else to say. I can't remember what it was, so it'll have to wait for another time. Live chat. Probably going to be doing it tomorrow. Tricky one. Got people round tomorrow. Not sure what time they're here till. So I will put up an alert. If it's going to happen, I will put up an alert the soonest possible time that I know that it will. I don't know what time that will be at. Okay, so it's a probably, it's an I would like to, I can't say for sure yet. Okay, thank you for watching.